Hi everyone, delonewolf here and welcome back for some more Total War Warhammer 2 where the Skaven are actually fighting back while my main armies are currently still dealing with the Greenskins. You can see right here that we are besieged by a decently good sized Skaven army, and they had plenty of time because they went out of their way to avoid my armies to build up some siege towers which are attacking on the right flanks over here. I put mostly melee. In fact, I could do with some more switching, I think, here. Basically, I want as much of my ranged down here so that we can take care of these exposed units as much as possible. I do need some melee in there, and I think I'll also include him, because if one wall is going to get overrun eventually, it is that one. And then we have all of my towers that should be firing. This ought to be interesting, and this is actually just, if I'm not mistaken, my garrison. So let's get started here. And god damn it, I keep being zoomed out completely, which is kind of crazy. So there go my tower shots that are actually decently impressive explosions, if I'm not mistaken. There they go. Oh, good god, that's nice. Yeah. Fully upgraded walls provide a nice army and provide some nice explosions coming from the towers. They don't always hit, and they want to get on this side because it seems a little bit weaker. Now I also put these organ guns back there, so they'll help a little bit as well. And we are doing decent amounts of damage. This stuff, though, I don't think we'll be able to handle these siege towers, especially when we miss 15%, 48%. That's not so bad. 32%, 48%, but I don't think we can handle that. Luckily, these dwarves should be able to handle that tide. In fact, I think they won't even need reinforcements, and this side probably will. So we are going to do that as well. And back here, they do have some amazing ranged units. Look at that. That is so cool. Just constant fire, peppering my walls. Honestly, the Skaven are also a really cool faction. But we are firing back, hopefully, enough with our towers. And oh, look at that. There we go. Right on top of the gates, we've got the Iron Drakes. Now they do have a drill that's coming in, but this amount of firepower is going to... Oh, good god, we're wreaking havoc amongst their exposed units. These guys are not even climbing up the wall at this point. Very cool, very impressive. Enemy Lord here. He might still be able to make it, but in the meantime, while this is not going well for them, their siege towers are reaching my walls. And there's a first landing. And yeah, I don't really have a good melee unit. Let's send these guys in then and try to corner them. We've got more coming here. They're actually unloading a lord as well, or a general or something like that. So that's going to be a little bit annoying. And then over here, this, well, should be decently even. We still have more units. Like in over here, I'm not sure why this gives a shooting order, but okay. And then these guys, I might actually try and put them over here to do some more range damage there. And here, unfortunately for the Skaven, they have some ranged units back there that are just sitting ducks for a couple of my towers. And so then, unfortunately, they miss a lot, but when they hit, it is quite deadly. And this is still firing at us, but our walls, yeah, this is dwarven walls, of course, protecting us like crazy. Really good stuff. And then here the general has come on the wall. I was ready for that. So we're gonna send in my melee guys and my own commander of the garrison, while slowly but steadily our fiery explosions are doing well over there. Ooh, and we have, yeah, a siege tower that has disgorged its Skaven pretty heavy armored units. But these guys should be ready, and if they try to get closer, we've got these ranged guys that should be able to help with that as well. Let's hit these guys then, since we're not doing much there. And are these guys fleeing, or what's happening there? Does look like it, so we'll send them over there. And yeah, alright, keep going. That... Get in there. Let's just send everything in to stop these two waves. in the siege towers, that was always going to be the hardest, but if I can then move some of my ranged units, which I think pretty soon I'll be able to do that, over there to stop them, we will be fine. Those guys have recovered, which is not so good. And then here, ooh, we actually have a need to move my ranged guys to fire at them. And we'll do this and this. Not sure how they got in, but time to take care of business. Let's maybe do this as well and start our move towards this flank over here. How is this going? Oh, they throw fire bombs as well. Yeah, I don't have all of my units just ready, but this is very good. Basically breaking this by pretty heavily, and the fire should be pretty good against these heavily armored ratlings. So just keep doing that. That's absolutely fine. In the meantime, they are coming in, but they have taken a lot of losses already. So this ought to be fine. And then fire drakes, come on, get here. And try to help out. You guys, let's get them down here as well. Can they do this? Just use your... Ah, that does look nice. I wish they would use it. Not right now, it seems. Okay. So that's still fine. Maybe I should try and just send them over there. Ranged on that. Put these guys in defense like this. These guys are breaking. This is still holding, although not by too much. And then these guys will push through and attack that bit. Okay, they're giving up. They're breaking. And we survived the Skaven siege. That is pretty cool. Well, I do like that as well, right? You've got ranged guys that can then fire on both sides of the wall. If they do come through, we're still ready with all of this. And yeah, this is dwarven defense. It's not easy for the enemy to push through that, especially with these walls. They did a lot of damage. Look at that. Having these cannons on all sides. These guys were decimated. They made it, but they're forced to flee. And these guys, yeah, this was just a total slaughter thanks to my towers with all of my ranged set in the right spot. Let's end this battle and let's see what else has been happening on this playthrough. This was pretty short. We took 210 losses. They lost 2/3 of their army, including the plague priests are gone, which is good. We also have, yeah, quite a few of their units have been completely obliterated. So that is pretty impressive. And we lost basically 1 unit of slayers. So that is fine. I'm gonna take the extra gold. You'll be retreating. And you can see that's all the way down here. He'll probably be rebuilding that army and then he'll try again. But we need to do a little bit more conquering and basically move an army in that direction. Not sure what's happening here in Crookback Mountain. These dwarves seem to be trying to relieve that city. Hope they succeeded. And then here, coming back, I think it is their capital. And this is the main reason we found the rest of this Greenskin holdout. And we did a little bit more conquering just to secure this desert. So that's what's been happening here. The problem is they're still alive. They still have a massive army actually. And their capital is now just beneath our freshly conquered territories. And they're in fact trying to take on these humans. So I'm fine if those two actually just keep fighting amongst each other to delay things, because this is a very bad spot for me to try and travel through. I always take attrition damage, so I would rather sweep around the right side and then maybe from that side go back towards this northern part here. Enemy killed in battle, that's not really... The mood is besieged. What the hell is happening here? Okay, we should have an army that can help pretty quickly. And here I'm not sure what to do about... Oh, it is an enemy army. Ooh, that's actually a bit more of a problem than I thought. Chaos Horde Poors. Okay, so these might be coming as well. Interesting. Let's see here. I should have an army around here somewhere. Okay. Nothing, I guess. Let's see. Put this guy on travel. And I want him to go over here to try and help this town out. Does it have full defenses? Not yet. This one has to stay over here. So these are ready. We could try to go for more game, but I think basically cleaning out some more of these Skaven nests is more important. And we can keep going up to here, it seems, without taking attrition, so we'll do that. We'll put the second army there as well. And then we'll go after Valia's Sorrow next. Every time I see something that I can build, especially more defenses, we'll definitely do that. And then here we go. That's where my army was. And we've got some Chaos Remnants that are sieging us. So let's do that. Let's give these guys AI. And unfortunately, yeah, we have a pretty sizable army here again. And then together with these, this will absolutely be no problem. Do I quickly run this? I'll just auto-resolve it. Honestly, it's not worth it. Considering the small amount of enemies. So this was cleared. Enemies killed in battle. That is fine again. Green item taken. And I will put this one here. It's still at -20 public order, so we'll have some more of these spawning decently often. So this army will come over here, and I still had some trouble on this side. Let's see if this small army can make it. I was building it a little bit more thoroughly, and unfortunately that hasn't worked out. So what I'm actually gonna do here, I think, can I put it in travel mode and then hope that if they decide maybe I should just go into regular stance, get as close as possible, and if we have to lose this army, we will, because this one is ready. Look at that. Best infantry possible, iron drakes, gyro bombers, and then flame cannons. I definitely want to see this army in action as well. I think we'll take this side as well. Could do a double one and maybe conquer some stuff this way too. So the dwarves are very rich at the moment. We've got a massive territory, massive income, and we've got quite a few armies up and running. What do we give this one? Leadership +9 sounds good. So he's ready. We can leave him there. Not that worried about this army, but maybe just a little bit. And the rest of it, let's do a quick pass here. See if there's anything noteworthy that I need to build. This honestly looks fine, so we are going to do our next turn. Let's see if we spot any problems. Clan. Ooh, they're moving and... Okay. Those were the guys that were sieging us last time. Or no, they're probably the ones that went after Crookback Mountain. And they were forced to retreat. Here they might try to siege again. Or to build up. Yep, exactly. So they're raiding in order to build up. And in the meantime, my dwarven brethren... Well, this is now dwarven territory. All of this conquered by us. So that's pretty good. And there's Grimgore. At least he's fighting with the humans. So if he keeps that stalemate, that's fine. Yeah, he conquered Grunty Mingol over here. So I do have to be a little bit careful. We have to keep an army here to make sure that he doesn't start his conquering in our direction. You never know with these greenskins. So it is nice. And this guy is very powerful at this point, if I'm not mistaken. So let's see what happens here. These guys retreat. That is pretty much a full army. And there we get another one. So hopefully they don't own that territory. Because I don't think we're at war with them just yet. And they've basically been pushed back on their side of the water. these yellow guys. Some more chaos factions. We'll be friendly. And then this raiding is still happening, but I was aware of that. So we're gonna move this army towards it. 1, 2, okay. So we can get there decently quickly. I'm not sure if they'll spot that and then move on the city before I'm ready. But let's see here. This is what I was mostly interested in. Can I get there? Maybe, no. Apparently not. Can you get there? Without having to go in travel stance? Apparently not either. Unfortunate, but not too much that I can do. Oh yes, and then this new army is in travel stance. And I'll try and get him to go in this direction as well. And now this is ready. Now this is gonna be quite sizable. So let's see if we can basically relieve. That should be doable, thanks to, again, the nice size of my garrison in this stronghold, which we've been holding for quite a while. So this looks pretty good. I'm gonna give them AI control, and we have them surrounded. So this could be interesting because the army that I'm actually using is not very big and could pretty much be overrun, especially with the cavalry there. That's a little bit of a problem. So we'll have to play this right. Basically try and delay them as much as possible. I think I could, well, it depends on where the garrison will come in from. Yeah, from behind right there. That's where they've taken up positions. I think my best move might just be to try and set up on this side here. So that, well, they'll still surround us very quickly. So it doesn't make that much of a difference, but we'll give that a try. So we'll make a wall of iron like this, and then we'll get some nicely concentrated bombing happening like this on their left flank, which has some cavalry on it, and then hopefully these guys can come in very quickly and help us out. So there we go. Grudge throwers should be in range. Does he have abilities? No. There they go. Firing. Oh, and they're actually heading for that army. That's good news. If we can get a couple hits in. At least one hit. The rest was unfortunately evaded. This is already splitting his forces into two. So we are actually going to be marching forwards with these as well, while leaving these grudge throwers back here. We'll basically try and keep them busy. Hopefully it works. I'm a little bit afraid of that cavalry, but we'll see. Good. There, and then we'll do that on these big guys as well. If I lose these grudge throwers, that's okay. We definitely have better units available when I rebuild. And here is actually the garrison of the town that's moving out, and that is now taking care of this cavalry. That is very nice. Look at this, so cool. While the Greenskins are charging in, and this is now an AI battle. Two-handed axes against two-handed axes. We definitely have the numbers advantage. We've got more grudge throwers firing as well. And here there is some engagements, and so far my grudge throwers are being left alone. I'm actually gonna tell two of them to try and bomb this, and then these two to try and bomb this, because their ranged is basically gonna be the main problem. And this is so nice. If they were to actually try and attack that city, I've got so much range, but they'd be in real trouble. Fire those guns, take care of these small fry. They almost look cute, but they can't stand the onslaught, although they are going to try and attack us in the back here. But yeah, the firepower is relentless. Here's the main line, while city commander, Jesus, he looks cool. Very nice armor. with his brethren, and then there's still a little bit of a flanking motion. Okay, ranged guys being bombed to hell and back. This is breaking, and then this is still engaged and not necessarily breaking, so I'm actually gonna send 1 unit this way as well. Very good. And what do they have over here? Oh, they're throwing small goblins into, or yeah, into the fray there as their major range. And in the meantime here, yeah, this is very cool. Lots of guns and arrows. So this has been broken. There they go. Smack right in the middle of them. Both of them have good hits. That's annoying. A lot of them landing here. So we are taking some losses. But they are fleeing after all of this. Everything, I believe, is breaking except for exactly these guys that are still left. And yeah, we're still engaged. So maybe try and bomb one. Let's see if I can get this stuff in range. Why aren't they turning around? Oh, they're actually coming to help us out. So dwarven miners here. And then these guys get hit. Chasing down the orc menace. And finally, the enemy morale is completely broken. This was really cool as well. After that siege, we actually have basically a battle on 2 fronts where we came out on top pretty easily, of course, because of our numbers. But again, I love these dwarves, guys. They are really amazing and quite fun to play. And that's gonna be it for this one. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.